Yes, good morning, my dear students of class 12. We have completed up to chapter 8. Today we are going to start chapter 9, that is different types of market. You know, market is a place where there are both buyers and interaction of buyers and sellers. Both, not only buyer constitute a market, not only seller constitute a market. The interaction of buyer and seller constitute the market. Now, classification of market can be classified in different ways. Number one, according to the geographical area. There may be local market, that is market of a particular locality, market of a country, that can be termed as national market, and market of the world can be termed as international market. Secondly, market can be classified according to the type of the commodity. For example, in case of different commodities, we can take example jute market, rice market, fish market, capital market, etc. That will be divided market of share market according to the commodity. Thirdly, based on the time period, market can be classified. There are 4 categories according to time period: very short period market, short period market, long period market, and very long period market. In very short period market, supply cannot fluctuate. In very short period market, supply cannot fluctuate. Supply is assumed to be constant here. This line is important. Supply is assumed to be constant here. In such a market, price fluctuates with demand. If demand increases, price increases. If demand decreases, price decreases. The demand is the only determinant here. In the short period market, firms cannot change their fixed factors of production. So what is short period market? In short period market, the firm cannot change their fixed factors of production. Only variable factors of production can be changed. Next, in long period market, both the factors, both fixed and variable factors, can be changed. Moreover, new firms may also enter in the market in the long period. And in very long period market, consumer taste and preference also changes along with other changes. On the other hand, there is a 4th classification, basis on degree of competition, that we will discuss in this chapter. On basis of degree of competition, we can divide the market in perfectly competitive market, monopoly market, monopolistic competitive market, oligopoly market, duopoly market, monopsony market, and so on. First, we will go through perfectly competitive market. In a perfectly competitive market, there are certain features that we will discuss in the later chapters also. There is a large numbers of buyers and sellers. The number of buyers and sellers is so large that no individual buyer or no individual seller can influence the price. Price is fixed. Here, no one can change the price. All sellers sells the homogeneous product. The product homogeneous means same. The product of a particular seller is same with the product of another particular seller. There is free entry and free exit from the market. I can give you one example of perfectly competitive market, that is wholesale market, where all the buyers, there are many buyers in a wholesale market, and all the sellers have identical product they are selling. Next one is monopoly market. The word mono means, the term mono means one and poly means seller. There is one seller in the market. In other words, the monopoly means alone to sell. The term monopoly means alone to sell, only one seller and large number of buyers in a monopoly market. Example of monopoly market: supplier of electricity, CSC, is an example of monopoly. Indian Railway, is an example of monopoly. Supplier of natural gas is an example of monopoly. Microsoft and Windows is an example of monopoly. So there is only one seller and many buyers in the market.